Hey everyone, Eric Jones here, Director of Sales and Marketing for Freedom Real Estate Group, and I wanted to talk to you today about tax deductions for rental property owners. It's a very timely topic. We're near the end of January, going into February. Everyone's getting their W-2s in the mail, we're collecting all of our tax stuff, and we're ready to file. So I wanted to talk to you today about some great benefits that rental property owners have this tax season. So first one is insurance. Any premiums you pay throughout the year on insurance are tax deductible. Property taxes, everyone pays them, they're due, you gotta pay it. Those are also tax deductible as well. Next one is depreciation. So, may sound like a funny thing, because hopefully, if all is going well in the world, your property is appreciating in value. Well, the IRS allows you to take a certain amount of depreciation off every year. Because in the IRS's sort of view of a property, it's actually going to lose value because the materials, it's aging, it's getting older, when in reality it could be appreciating. However, back to the tax stuff, you're able to take off a certain amount of depreciation every year for your property, which is a great benefit. Next is repairs. So like a water heater, a broken window, roof. If you're doing any repairs on the property, as long as they're a reasonable expense, as long as they're necessary for the habitability of the property, then you can take those repairs off of your taxes. You can deduct those expenses. Be careful though, improvements are not considered repairs. So if you're upgrading the kitchen, you're upgrading the bathroom, that's not something that's necessarily considered a repair. It's not something necessary to live in the property. So those expenses would not be tax deductible. Professional fees. So if you're working with an attorney, if you're working with a public accountant, if you're working with a financial advisor, if you're working with a property management team, which you probably are, those are expenses you can deduct off your taxes. Those are fees related to your real estate investment property. Just be sure that when you're working with your accountant, you are talking about your real estate investment, or when you're working with your financial advisor, you're talking about that real estate investment. Related to repairs, if you use any employees or contractors throughout the year, their fees for their service is deductible. So not only are the supplies, the actual water heater or the replacement window, but the fees that you're paying the installers or the repair people to do that are also tax deductible. Travel expenses. Be careful here. The IRS is pretty picky about travel expenses, so make sure you document very well. But if you are traveling to see your property, whether it be driving or flying, if you're traveling to a new market to see if there's a great investment opportunity there, those are tax deductible expenses. So if you're driving, your mileage, if you are staying in a hotel, if you're flying, meals while you're there, those are all travel expenses related to your real estate investment that are tax deductible. Office space, if you have a dedicated office space where you keep track of your records, where you have all of your statements or information on your property, those are expenses that are also tax deductible. Casualty losses, hopefully you don't have any of these, but theft, flood, fire, any of those kinds of losses related to those events are tax deductible. And the last one that we're going to talk about is mortgage interest. So if you financed your real estate investment property, you should receive a statement from your lender that says you paid X amount of interest on the loan and on the property throughout the year. That expense is tax deductible. If you don't get that statement in the mail between end of January, beginning of February, contact your lender to get that statement, because those interest charges are tax deductible. With all of those being said, let me say this, I am not a public accountant, I am not a financial advisor, so please consult your accountant, your financial advisor, whoever you use this tax season to talk about these deductions and see what you need to do in order to take advantage of this entire list plus some more that are out there. If you haven't started keeping records of these expenses, start now so that you can be prepared next tax season to get the most benefit of these deductions. As always, if you have questions, my name is Eric. Contact me, Eric at freedomrealestategroup.com. Hope you have a great day and happy investing.